Hello and welcome back to Legend of Keepers. I have been sponsored again to do a video on this game. I really enjoyed it last time. I even titled the video. Some people didn't quite like that I titled it that, but I titled it something along the lines of, I really love this game, and I sincerely do. Since I made that video, I actually played another campaign off-screen by myself, and I managed to finish the prologue, which only goes up to week 52, so 1 year basically. But of course we're going to start a new save. I'm going to probably try and do an entire run in this as well, in this one video. Call this one Donkey, because why not, right? I mean, that's a good name for it. I'm not going to do the tutorial this time because we've already done it. I will explain the game over time while you guys are watching, in case you haven't seen the previous one. We're going to play as a slaveholder again because, again, this is just a prologue. The actual game will be releasing next year. This is a demo that all of you can download right now if you like the looks of it. I'll put a link in the description. Yeah, it's free to play right now, or at least the demo is. When the game releases, obviously it'll cost some money. But yeah, it's great. So yeah, one thing I did learn since last time is that the skulls here indicate how strong he is at those specific things. So monsters, we have really strong monsters, not particularly great traps, spells are meh, and our morale attacks are pretty good. When I played this by myself, I actually went for a morale run, and I basically murdered everyone by not murdering them and just having them run away. Talent tree, I had some talent points to spend in that one as well, but I'm actually, of course, since we're just starting out now, we don't have any points right now, so let's just continue on. So, let's just jump into it so I can explain to those of you who have not seen this game yet what it's all about. Essentially, it's kind of a... Oh, I should have gone through my my traps and stuff. It's alright, this is just the first round, it should be okay. We're basically setting up a defensive dungeon, if you were, or if you will. And we have to stop these heroes from getting to our boss and killing him, or getting into our master. And week by week we go through a kind of campaign. It's sort of roguelike style. If your master dies, then you have to restart, but you get stronger along the way. And it's kind of just, trying to hold out as long as possible. And then when you're in each individual encounter, you place down traps and monsters, etc. to try and stop them. The heroes are much stronger than your monsters are, but of course you get several rounds to actually put stuff down. So, there's obviously lots of stats, so you can see there the resistances like fire, ice, armor, nature, and air. So we currently have the choice between a nature damage or physical damage, and also you can see it does more damage on the next turn, for example. You have things like this one applies bleeding too, so for 2 turns it's going to do 10 life damage, basically. And this one poison free, so this definitely seems a lot better, but it's only on the front target, whereas this one goes area, so this one hits all 3 of the enemies, whereas this one only hits the guy in the front. This guy's got a decent bit of armor, 10% armor resistance, but also 10% nature resistance. Minus 30, minus 20 here, minus 30, and 40% nature resistance. So right now it certainly looks like the better choice would be just go Circular Saw and do a little more damage. When we actually get out of this, I will look at all the options we have and probably switch things up. Since I last played it, also new things have been added. I definitely haven't seen this Dark Magus before, and there's also an Elementalist, or this is a Magician actually, but there's an Elementalist hero as well, and that's new too. Anyway, so yeah, the lowest things they've got is air resistance and probably just straight up armor, so we just want to do a bunch of physical damage, like Gix does here. We can also go for a demoralization run, but we don't have that much in the way of demoralization. We also need to look, of course, at what attacks they have. So this guy, the Thug, has a skill that basically applies poison to the monster with the highest life at the start of the first fight. So every time you jump into a dungeon, the first time, this guy is immediately going to... on the first fight, this guy is immediately going to act before anyone else acts, basically. She deals 40 ice damage to the monster with the lowest ice resistance at the start of the first fight, so that could easily kill something if we're not careful. And then this person randomly moves all monsters to another position at the start of the first fight. So basically, wherever we put our dudes right now, it could be completely different. But yeah, ice resistance to the person with the lowest ice resistance, so we need to be careful. Well, that's going to be minus 40% regardless. So whomever we place is going to die immediately. So let's place Duvius down. We're going to take... So how much ice resistance have they got? This guy's got nothing. You attack the guy at the back, so I guess that would be fine. We'll shove you... we'll shove you in the back, because we're going to get randomly placed around anyway. And then you attack the person with the highest life, which I think is going to be him with 100 for sure. Yeah, alright, and then we'll place fire damage. I mean, he's got loads of fire resistance. He doesn't, but that's okay. We'll place Terran down, even though he's got mostly morale attacks, so we're not going to really do anything with morale, but the elemental resistance or elemental weakness could be good. Then we got a spell, which we do as the dungeon actually unfolds. So we got Bone Catapult, which reduces morale and applies Demoralize, which reduces morale even further. And then we've got the Rallying Horn, which does also minus morale, but it applies Enrage to the next group of monsters. So the next group of monsters here are going to get Enraged, which means they do a little bit more damage and morale damage. Since we're not really going for a morale run right now, or at least not in this particular run, like this actual dungeon right now, I might switch it up. We're not going to go for that. So nature, there's one person with decently low nature resistance, but not great. Let's, yeah, we definitely want you. You're great for morale and demoralized, but again, we're not going for a demoralization run right now. You're pretty strong, so let's just plop you down somewhere, and then we'll take good old Gear Me. Why not? Okay, well, this is a bit of a random one, because again, I didn't really min-max the units that we had available to us in this run. You'll see later when when we go back into the campaign bit, essentially. Here we're gonna, all the random damage is gonna happen right now. Just gonna kill. Oh no, he survived. Wow, that's good. We're gonna have a look at all the options we have available to us, and then we can basically remove things so that we have less options in the actual dungeons, and then we have less options. It means we have more optimized runs. So we can do a little bit of air damage and minus morale, or just have minus morale and elemental weakness. Elemental weakness for 4 turns is not bad. I mean, this damage that we can do is not bad either, so I'm just gonna take damage right now. I think we'll be able to just take these guys out before anything happens. Now they're all going to act, so I'm sure all of my dudes are going to die before we actually get a chance to do much. Fire is... oh, that's actually surprisingly okay, since he has minus 65% fire. Oh god. Well, another lightning strike. The magician at the back is almost dead already, and so is the fog actually. So I think we're going to actually be okay. In fact, this spell that's coming up in a second is going to definitely kill someone. So now we get to do a spell. We can do either Burning Whip, basically kill the guy in the front. Show No Mercy applies Enrage, we already have that, so I'm not too worried about that. Or we can do Terrified, which a little bit, or Intimidation, but a little bit minus morale, and then applies Terrified, which basically increases the amount of morale and taken from attacks and traps by 100%, which is incredibly good. But since we're not going for morale, I'm just going to kill the Fug. You can fug right off. Great joke. Alright, so we're going to do that, and then we have an enraged group of dudes here, so as long as we don't die instantly, we're going to be okay. You can almost kill her, you can kill the guy at the back, and do a little bit of damage to the one in the middle. Just going to do something. That's a solid attack, that. And then we're going to do a poison arrow and kill her. Alright, so there you go, we made it. They didn't make it to our master. Now we get to choose a reward, so either we can take a little bit extra gold, we can take Tear, which does a lot of physical damage, or we can take Caleri, which is a bunch of ice damage. Yeah, I don't quite know what we're going to go for. I kind of like going for a morale run again, but maybe we're just going to go for something else. Both of these are pretty good. You've got the option of going ice damage and minus morale. The minus morale is pretty low, but it's still demoralized 2 and then minus 10 morale on the next turn, so that's basically an extra 20 morale damage if he ever gets to cast it. I kind of like this person because it's a lot of physical damage he's got, but it's only on the front. So let's take Caleri. I don't care too much about the money. But yeah, now we can go in here. We could have done this earlier, and we can actually kind of look at what we have available to us right now. So for example, if I wanted to go for a full morale, like minus morale run, I would remove these ones because they're damaging, right? And then these are only morale. So I would guaranteed always get these two on my my 2 traps, because of course you can only have 2 traps per dungeon. That layout can be different, but it's always 2 groups of monsters, 2 traps, 1 spell, and then the master at the end. That might be different at some point in the future, or maybe they'll change it somehow. But for the moment, it is always the same. Just the layout is different sometimes. Anyway, I don't actually want to necessarily do that. Having said that, I don't quite... Let's see what we have available right now. We got Merchant, Trainer, Engineer. So we could either upgrade some traps, we could upgrade some monsters, or we can buy something, a monster or a trap, straight up, which might be worth doing first. I have a little bit of money. I like upgrading as well, but I think, depending on what we could buy from him, I might actually... Of course, we can only choose one of these 3, by the way. If we do this right now, we can't do those anymore. We go on to the next thing. The collectors is quite good, though, because basically that gives us an option to sell some of our blood for money to some vampires, which early on is definitely great, because we're not going to take too much damage early on. And we recover 6 life per week anyway. Artifacts are going to come into play later. We're going to get those over time. They basically buff our monsters, give us more gold, stuff like that. Well, let's have a look at our employees first of all. So we got physical nature there. This guy I don't like too much because he's only got 45 HP. He doesn't have a great amount of resistances either, so he's generally quite crap. I'm just going to take him out of there straight away, I think. We got Kogan, who's got quite a bit of armor, better resistances than that guy as well. He also has a minus 15 morale debuff. Maybe I will go for a morale. We have quite a bit of minus morale. Let's see how much we have left over if I take out all the non-morale stuff. So that'll be those. Okay, so we still have 6 guys left over. We did take out Jemer, which is quite a tanky boy, and the area effect he's got is actually fairly decent as well. So he's okay to keep in there anyway. But yeah, we do have a fair amount of minus morale here, so maybe we are going to go for a morale run. Let's assume that's what we're going to do. And then instead of buying stuff, I'm actually just going to go to the engineer and upgrade our traps right now. So both of these are quite good. So upgrading this right now costs 250 bucks. We get an extra minus 10 morale. This one... increases it by minus 10 as well, so it's exactly the same, but it costs 50 more. However, I can afford both, so I'm just going to do it. So that basically commits us to a minus morale run, but it's quite good. I'm going to go for the collectors now. We basically, we pay 120 life. Of course, if we die, if it goes down to 0 life, the game is over, but for now, this is a pretty good thing to do, because we can get 250 bucks straight up. Then we have a business trip, which means we can send one of our employees basically to get a reward for us. They're gone for a couple of weeks, but I get something at the end of it. Or an event, which can be good or bad. It can be like we get a cheaper recruitment, or we could have someone get wounded for a couple of weeks or something. It could be anything. This I would only like if it's someone that I don't want. Like any of these 3 dudes I'd happily send away, because obviously I'm not using those right now. But I think I'm going to go for an event and just do something random. So here you go. While walking through the corridors, you notice a monster waiting for a job interview. You could hire the candidate right now without intermediaries. If you haven't seen this game yet, by the way, I skipped the tutorial, which kind of shows the comedic side of this game, like this kind of stuff. I mean, a monster waiting for a job interview, just the idea of it. So yeah, I could recruit him for 125. He, I believe, is mostly, I mean, it's a bored man. He's probably mostly physical stuff. But I'm still going to hire him anyway, because it's cheap. And we could possibly use him for other things. Oh, it's one of those things we had earlier. We could have had as a reward from the other mission. I'm going to take, you know what, you've got 100 armor, 50%, or 100 health, 50% armor, 50% air resistance. Maybe I'll pop you back. No, we'll leave it for now. Let's see how we can do against these adventurers. Groups of enemies will get better over time as well, as we, of course, also get stronger. So yeah, we have... very non-tanky stuff here. So his skill is to apply Enrage to all heroes at the start of the first fight. Then we have the Fug again, and we got a Scout, which dodges the effects of the first trap, which is unfortunate, but so be it. Right, let's... we don't have any, like, getting our units in different locations or anything. He does physical damage and reduces armor, so anyone who's got decent armor should be at the front. You attack the front as well with nature damage. Do you have any... Okay, you don't have any nature resistance, but this guy might die before anything happens, really. And then you attack the back with physical as well. Well, that should be you at the back then, and you in the middle. Can we get lucky on this? Because there is actually a thing... Okay, so this is actually lucky, right? If we get the Rallying Horn right now, which means this group of enemies or monsters is going to get buffed. If we got the other one right now, because you don't get a choice, but I only have 2, so I'm guaranteed to get the catapult on the second run. But right, if yeah, you can see it right there actually. If I got the catapult right now and the Rallying Horn there's no groups of monsters behind the Rallying Horn, so we miss out on the applies and raise to the next group of monsters. But luckily, since we got it now, we're actually quite lucky and it works out quite well. Okay, so you definitely need to be at the front, no question about that. You want to be in the middle because you got no armor resistance or armor defenses, and then you go there. And then we got the Bone Catapult, level 2 there. And then we got our spell, which we get to choose later. And then, of course, our master. So. There's a little poison, but that's alright. Oh, well, there goes he. And there goes he, and almost he as well. Alright. We can do a bunch of morale damage, which was the plan. I think, yeah, let's just do that. It's obviously not looking great right now, but it'll be okay. This is basically what happens. Your monsters die early on. It's not, you know, too crazy. Unfortunately, our spell's right at the end, because there's a really good spell, the Terrifying one, which we don't get to do at all right now. Okay, so that's going to make him almost go away already. They're going to get a couple of attacks, though. That's alright. And the shot, is he going to survive that? He's got some armor. He is, just about. Then we got that. It's going to get rid of 2 of them right away. I don't think it's going to matter that we don't even need the spell. And you're going to do a Scream of Terror. Yeah, still better. And then she might just... Oh no, I was going to say she might go away from the morale loss she already had over time, but she doesn't anymore. Alright, well that was... Didn't even get to the second trap. Easy game. We can get ourselves a ballista. I know I don't want that. Ooh, pile of bones. I've never seen this before. This is new as well. Minus 35 morale to the front guy. Jumps to the target, to the hero positioned behind the target if the target is affected by demoralized. Okay. I'm gonna try it. I don't know quite how that... Because if they're all demoralized, does it keep jumping and hit out no one? I mean, how does that... Or does it jump as in it hits all of them? Like, it hits the first guy, then if that one's demoralized already, it hits the second guy as well? Or does it not hit the first guy anymore? Let's find out, I guess. We'll shove that in there, too. I'm gonna be... yeah, I'll keep that one active. That's fine. Alright, so we can train some dudes. We don't have that much money right now, so I don't really want to spend it. Let's go an event. Oof, an employee has spilled a burning hot drink on you in front of the Blood Fey machine. Puck my life. 60 damage taken. Unfortunate, but there you go. That's what happens. Do it again. Ah, there you go. The Fey supplier. Suppliers offering you some human Feys to feed your employees at a discount price. Greatly reduce your feeding expenses, and you know that the management would grant you a sweet salary bonus. So yeah, basically that's all flavor text. The only thing that really happens is we get a bunch of money, which I'm not going to say no to. Follow a course. Opportunity to send one of your employees into an intensive training course. What happens is I think they level up or something. It's but they're gone for several weeks, so I can't really afford that. I'm gonna upgrade possibly another trap or 2. That one minus 45 morale. This becomes an extra, so plus 1 turn of demoralization, and it also becomes 20 instead of 15, which is really solid. That one applies and raise to the next 2 groups of monsters. Unless you get that one before anything happens, it's pretty meh. So I'm actually going to upgrade that. Can I afford both? No, I need 600 bucks for that. Let's just do that one then. And then we'll leave that. And am I willing to pay another... Yeah, I think I am. I'm quite broke right now, so let's do another one of those. We're getting a little bit low on HP, so we got to be careful. So now we got a group of veterans. We get better rewards for it if we do it, but obviously it's going to be tougher. But we're up for the challenge right now. Doing alright. Our group of monsters is doing pretty good. Right, so the pile of bones currently isn't actually that great. The rallying horn is, because of course there's no one is affected by demoralization yet, so this wouldn't actually do much. It just do for minus 35 to him, which is okay, but this is much better, obviously. Need to have a look at them as well. So this is the ninja. This guy's going to randomly move on monsters again. This guy can't be affected by poison. Okay, it's okay. He looks like an upgraded thug because he does the same skill, I think. And you imply enraged. Okay. So you attack the front, you attack area, and you attack area as well. Fire, nature, physical. Okay, well fire we're good on. You make everyone move around, so I'm going to put you in the middle, you in the front, and you in the back. Should be, I mean it's completely random, so it doesn't really matter. Still want them to be in the place where I end them to want them to end up, basically. Then we've got let's see, who's got the most armor? You do, so you need to go in the front. I don't know if you'll survive that attack. Probably. And then we've got nature and area, which is all area of effect, so it doesn't matter. You're not very good against fire, but again it's area, so there's not much we can do about it. Put you in the... Actually, we'll put you in the middle, because you have good armor. In case that guy dies, we want the guy with the next amount of armor to be in the front, basically. Because obviously, this guy, if the first one dies, then his front attack will attack the second guy, and if that one dies, it will attack the last guy. So yeah, sounds good. Then we got ourselves a spell. And then we got ourselves a boss. A boss. So yeah, good rallying cry, or rallying horn immediately. Whole bunch of morale damage. There's of course going to be later on, there's going to be buffs for certain enemies or heroes where they have... Oh, that worked out quite well. Where they have like immunity to morale debuffs and stuff like that. There's going to be all kinds of stuff all over the place, but yep, we'll do a minus morale. Good stuff. There go 2 of my guys. We got one more Scream of Terror though, and these 2 front guys are almost gone already from all the demoralization. Then we got our next trap, which might honestly just get rid of them. This is level 3 now. There goes one of them. The other guy's going to go the moment he gets his turn, basically. Because, of course, at the beginning of your turn, you'll take any, like, current things that you've got going on. Still enraged as well. 9 morale or 18 morale? What a choice. This one does damage too, but let's just get rid of this guy right now and hit him some more. So he was about to come up, but not anymore. Veterans, get out of here. I want that one, because there's more. Since he is currently the front guy, it's, you know, that's the better one to do right there. Cool. I don't want you. Attacks jump to the hero position behind... Oh yeah, I remember that. And I don't want you, so let's take the money right now. Okay, Doctor. Stick out your tongue and say, ah. I think that might be new, because I don't remember this image at all. I have no idea what this does. I don't really need to upgrade any traps. I mean, the bone pile one, I guess, but let's see what the Doctor does. He heals me by 60. Sure. The Occupational Health Office has been called in to do some tests following your recent assignments. The Doctor provides you with some basic medical care. I also haven't even gone over these things here yet. So you got blood and tears. They don't come up very often, but there are some... I think this actually, in fact, the workout. We can get some like permanent improvements if we go for that. Which, you know what, let's try it out so I can show you. We can currently afford this, so we get +5 resistances. That's just for him, though. We can also... No, we can't afford that, and we can't afford that. So do I want +5 resistances for 30 tears? I think so. I don't quite remember which one it is, but I think it's the tears that I had like way more of than I had blood. I don't quite know how you get these. I don't know if that's well explained yet. I don't quite remember. But you appear to get them over time. I think I'll take +5 resistances. Sounds good. And we'll get out of here. Then we got an event or an engineer. I do want to upgrade that trap, but I'm not too fussed about it, so let's see what this is. The lab assistant bought some brand new equipment without asking for permission. On top of that, he's now asking for further funds that were not planned in the initial budget. I can fire him or pay. I don't know what this does anymore, but let's pay him. Okay, that seemed to just be $300 that I just spent on nothing, but hey, what are you going to do? Alright, let's do another group of adventurers. Let's do them, boys. Let's do their heads in. Alright, so we've got Exile, we got Sorcerer and Barbarian. Okay, Sorcerer we haven't seen yet, and Exile we haven't yet either. These are level 2, by the way. This one and that one's got incredible morale. Gives 50% morale back to one hero after a fight. So yeah, this is kind of a rough one for us, but we should be okay. Replaces one of his penalties with a bonus at the start of his turn, yep. And then heals 10% of all heroes' maximum life. So it's there's a lot of healing and morale healing in here as well, but that's okay. So you're going to go in the front. You're going to go second. Actually, no, you somehow have the lowest amount of armor. What attacks do they have, though? Air damage. Do you have any air resistance? No, not at all. You have air resistance and a little bit of armor. You'll still... I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, whoever gets attacked here is going to die, I think. You have loads of air resistance. Yeah, you're good on second place. Alright. Then we have... so this time around... I might have had some demoralization happen. So Bone of Piles could do something. Pile of Bones, even. This is probably still better over time, though. I mean, that's level 3 against level 1. It's not entirely fair. Then we are going to shove... Let's see. Who has the highest armor? Like you. No air resistance there, really. Yeah, this is going to be a rough one. The second group of dudes isn't going to be able to do much, I think. And then our Rallying Horn, again, also isn't going to do much because the Enraged... This is one of those cases where it's unfortunate that it popped up last. This might actually be one where they could get to my boy, my master, who is, of course, slightly wounded already, so that's not great. Okay, we do get to do this immediately. They haven't got much stuff. Front morale or... applying demoralize on the last person. I think I'd rather just get rid of the first guy as soon as possible. Oh man, we are getting lucky on... I guess, yeah, because they didn't have any special moves to go first or anything. That's pretty good. You're going to do minus morale against everyone. Solid attack, that one. Anything that hits everything is just pretty good. Oof. Oh, nice, he survived that. Glad I put him there. If I put him there, he would have died, I think. Yeah, let's keep hitting the guy in the front with some more morale loss, and then you should be able to finish him off. And then one of them is going to recover 50% morale. But luckily, since we're going to die right now, so there's not going to be much morale gained for them, so that's good for us. There you go, he regained her morale, but it's just a tiny amount, so it's not going to matter too much. Take that, fiends. Really need my terrifying spell to happen soon. Alright. Elemental weakness, or just straight up 9 morale. This is more morale anyway instead of that. I don't care about the damage right now. You can apply some more demoralization. 60 damage is basically nothing. Let's do it. More morale loss, because now there's 6 turns of morale loss, which means that when the spell happens, you'll see it's going to be great. Because we're going to be able to do the Terrify on them. And when they're terrified, they take double morale losses. Hopefully I can kill or take him out before he gets 50% of his morale recovered. I think we can. No, we can't. That's not enough. I think we'll still be okay, although we'll have to finish this off with our master, which isn't great. Oh, nice, he went. Okay, so it's just him now. So we're going to do Intimidation. We're going to try and kill her off as well, but Intimidation makes... Oh, she doesn't have any... Oh, right, because she's the one who replaces a penalty with a bonus. So she replaced all of her demoralization with a bonus, so I'm probably just going to have to try and kill her the old-fashioned way. I am going to get more demoralization from that, and then of course he has a demoralization attack as well. So I think, let's just do it. So currently Terrify doesn't do anything, it's kind of a waste, but when he hits, it's going to do double. So 40 instead of 20. And then it's still lasting for another 2 turns. But one of them is going to go away immediately when she gets her turn. I can, however, do Challenge, and there she goes. Alright, so we didn't take any damage. There you go, it was 92 instead of 40. Incredible. There you go, we got... oh, right, you get Tears from Scaring, and you get Blood from Killing. Gotcha. And then since we did that, we get an artifact right now. So creatures have 20% chance to gain Enraged when they are attacked. Meh. Each hero has a 30% chance to be affected by elemental weakness at the start of a dungeon. Skeletons gain plus 10% life. Those are all pretty weak, because they're all basically for... Well, this is... It's only creatures, though, and not everything is a creature. Like, this is skeletons, for example. Creatures are like, yeah, orcs and stuff. I honestly don't know. This is probably the best one overall, but elemental weakness doesn't do much for us, because we're a morale-based attack, so I don't really want any of these, really. 20% chance to gain Enraged when they are attacked, and, you know, they die so quickly that Enraged isn't going to do much, so I guess I'll take that. Elemental weakness might, you know, come into some kind of... Might work out somehow, perhaps. Trainer to upgrade some monsters. We have a little bit of money. I kind of need more. We've got several events coming up, so let's just do this right now. Alright, so you're being used. If we upgrade you, we get an extra 10 HP. This has all been updated as well, by the way, in recent patches, because this used to look different. Applies Demoralize to all enemy heroes at the start of the gargoyle's turn. That's a passive. I like that. You're just getting some extra speed, or initiative is what that is. Fire damage, meh. You just get straight up health. Obviously, you can level them up several times, so they all get a third ability at one point or another. You get loads of resistances. That's pretty crazy, actually. Gains plus 10 power and plus 5 resistances per hero affected by frostbite. Okay, well, let's take Gurmy. Quite like that. Passive. And I'm tempted to upgrade you as well, because that's a lot of resistances. You just become way more durable. That's pretty good. Don't really want to spend all my money either, though, but yeah. His next level up might become really good. Then we could do a business trip, but again, I don't really want to send anyone away that I'm currently using, so let's do an event and hope for something good. An employee found a strange flask in a broom closet and drank it all in one gulp. Don't expect to see growth in intelligence, as the employee seems to have gained muscular mass. So we've got +1 level on Flame. Which, by the way, I do wonder if you can rename these. Yeah, you can, actually. So this would be a great thing for streaming at some point as well, just to get people to add the names and stuff. But Flame just leveled up, and I'm actually using him, so that's great. I don't quite know what happened to him, but let's assume it was brilliant. Another event. Give me something good. Nice. It is high time to go through the stockroom. During the cleaning, one of your employees found a straight object. Traps deal 20% more damage and morale. That's the kind of artifact we want. That's fantastic. Plunder. Okay, so plunder is kind of rough. You send several people away to plunder a place of your choice, and you can get some good rewards from it, but you have to send 3 dudes, so you don't really get, you know, or I think you can send less as well, but yeah, basically it ends up sending a lot of people that I don't want to send. So let's do a business trip. I am using Kogan, I'm not using you, so I can get 150 bucks after 5 weeks. I can send him. Merchant price is reduced, but I am currently using Kogan, so I'd rather not. I'm using you as well, so we'll send Gix over to get 150 bucks, sure. And then we'll take on another group of veterans. Alright, we have a tracker. Dodges the effects of the first trap and immune to the master spells, okay. And then we got a magician. We randomly moves all my dudes around again, okay. You have area attack. You've attacked the back with fire, so I want him to be at the back, so let's put him here and hope he ends up there. And you do fire as well, okay. You have decent fire resistance except for you. So let's put you in the back so you don't end up in the back. Although maybe the randomization you can still end up there, I don't know actually. Okay. Rallying Horn will upgrade these dudes. Pile of Bones will just do a bunch of morale damage. I really need to keep track of... Oh, it's 42 now, because it actually increased by 20%, was it? 10%? So that's actually pretty cool. It's 20%. This is still better right now, but I do like the Pile of Bones. I mean, it's minus 42, that's pretty huge. If you look at their numbers, 42 is a lot. Bone Catapults. And then the free boys here. So they're not going to be moved around anymore, so we'll move them in the right locations immediately. So the back needs to be fire resistant, which we don't really have. Nope, no one. Well, you're the most fire resistant of all, but I don't know how well that's going to go. We shall see. Alright. Oh yeah, and she dodges the first attack. Okay, he ended up in the back. That's perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. I think I wanted you in the front, so that worked out exactly as well. Let's do some cheeky Impairness. Elemental resistance is not great. I mean, this character isn't great for us. Oh, that poison damage. There goes the fire. Well, that was okay. Right, thanks. that was good. Wait, oh yeah, she does the first. Okay, yeah, the middle one dodged the effects of the first trap. Right, we're gonna do intimidation. Although again, there's no actual current morale loss. Oh, and she's immune to the master's effect as well. Man, she's gonna take damage from this one, and they take double. There he goes. And she's already, yeah, she doesn't have to terrified at all. Because of course she dodged it altogether. We're gonna do a cheeky scare. He's already demoralized, so he's gonna go when he gets his turn, I think. We should be alright. She's probably gonna kill him. Yeah, that's alright. A little bit more. And he's gonna go. See ya. And then we're gonna scream in your face. Go away. She actually survived that scream, but then the next turn got her. Alright. Icy Breeze. This is new as well. Ice damage applies ice weakness 4. I don't really care about that. An extra 5 resistance for the slaveholder, or 126. Yeah, I'm gonna take the resistances. Pretty good. I could heal again, but I'm not too worried about it. We don't have that much money, but let's see what we can buy here. I don't want either of these. That guy's new as well, I think. Man, they've been adding loads of stuff. I don't want any of this either. I could renew for 50 bucks, but I really haven't got that much money. Yeah, I don't want you or you. So let's renew. Ooh, another one of these. Hey, it is nice to have a couple of backup boys. I'm actually going to take you, and maybe I'll even take my other icy guy out. Because that isn't that... Well, it's alright. It's minus 26 morale. It's not too bad. I'm going to buy you. Although you're not that great either, because you do the... You know, it's 18 morale, but the rest is elemental weakness. I don't give a crap about that, really. So I don't even really know if I want you either. But having one in reserve is not bad. So you know what? I'll buy you, and I'll leave it. Alchemist. What's that? Transmute an artifact of your choice into something else. Yeah, go on. I might be able to get something good out of this. Please choose an artifact in your possession that you want to get rid of. I'll transmute it for you. However, I can't predict what it will be changed into. Yeah, I'll transmute that one. Oh, it's I got another enchanted cogs and it became level 2. Hell yeah, traps deal 35% additional damage and morale. That's insanely good. Hell yeah, I'll take that. Let's do the event. While wandering around in the quarters this morning, you come face to face with a human. He seems as surprised as you are. What are you going to do? 200 bucks. I'm gonna take the blood, because I actually could use the blood for leveling. And I never kill stuff, so we don't get a lot of blood. I'm gonna take on the veterans again. Hope for another artifact, perhaps. An artifact? Oh, I totally forgot to take out that person. Oh well. We have here a berserker again. Damage dealt increased by 100% on monsters affected by enraged. Oh boy, that's actually pretty rough. The healer one, herbalist. Okay. And armor increased as a passive. That's a lot of armor. Luckily we don't care about that too much. Jumps once to the monster positioned behind the target if the target is killed. Oof, that's painful. Deals 45 ice damage to the monster with the lowest ice resistance. Okay, so yeah, if we have any... Okay, so that one would be the lowest one if I don't add Duvius in. You would be pretty good at the front though, but then he murders you at the front, so that doesn't really work. Alright, anyone who's got decent armor... Well, Kaleri, good luck. Although then she's gonna absolutely destroy you. So I don't know how that's going to go. And she goes first as well, so that's not going to work. And then it jumps to the person behind you. So I don't know how useful that really is, but anyone else going to die from the fire as well, right? Well, let's pop you here. Pop you there. Pop you there. I mean, that's probably best I can do, really. Nature damage. Let's do you there, I guess. Let's hope it works out. This could be really poor, to be honest. Yeah, Bone Catapult's too good right now. Then we got Tanky Boy with no fire resistance, so that's gonna ruin him as well. But no one here has any fire resistance, really. Then we got Gurmy and Flame. I like these random names, by the way. Rallinghorn once again, unfortunately positioned, but we'll be alright. Like, the pile of bones would be great if I got it in the back, but I don't. Okay, we actually get to do shit. Nice. Minus 27 morale. That's actually... Is that the upgraded one? That's actually pretty big. Then I'll take some... I get the same exact attack, but slightly worse. This one's at the half already. This is alright. She's gonna kill that one. Yeah, and then it goes to the next one. Yeah, that's rough, but there was not much we could do about that. That's going to be painful for this guy. Oof, almost gone already. The one in the back is almost gone too. Can we get any attacks off? Yes, we can. Ah, that's my passive right there. Sweet. And then we'll do that. And see you later? No, not quite. Ooh, that's massive waste. I will do this on the back to increase... it's already demoralized for... loads of time. Yeah, let's just kill him off, I guess. I mean, all of this is pretty pointless. You're useless. Boom. Nice, he survived it, so that didn't go through. Screaming. The Screaming Terror isn't that great either, by the way, minus 15, but he's just tanky in general, which is useful. Do another one of those. This guy in or lady in the back. There she goes. Darcy blows. You attack the back person. You survived. What? How? 1 HP? What the hell? Incredible. That's incredible. There's a passive again. And Nightmare. Yeah, these aren't the greatest numbers we got. Plus she has obviously got some incredible number of... Yeah, 260 is what her starting number. And now she's on 7. Scream again. Just keep screaming at her. She'll leave eventually, man. Alright. We did it again. Oh. Gold gain increased by 20%. Creatures gain 10 armor. Oh my god, the fur... that's... I mean, I like gold, but my god, that's insane. I've never had that before. A golden artifact before I have anything else as well. Alright, we got a little bit of money. Not a huge amount though. I could possibly do an upgrade, but for merchant, yeah, I'm also gonna take a level 1 guy. I think just keep him in reserve in case I need him later on. Trainer, yeah, let's upgrade someone. Screw it. Terran again. Nope, I don't want that. Calorie, nope. Flame. Area effects, morale, that's pretty good. Sacrifice. Oh right, yeah, this one is actually really good. So basically, you do this one, he kills himself, but that's a really insane. That's 80 morale right there. No wait, 5 times 4. What? Well, it's a lot of morale. Who else we got though? You just get health and stuff. Yeah, okay, we'll do flame, and then we'll leave that. I had a really good combo before where I had Flame do that, and then there was a fire character, I think, who basically works on that and gives Terrified, so then it's like, it's just an insane amount of demoralization that goes on. We got something lucky. Electrical Coil. The R&D manager has developed a new trap and seems to be very proud of it. He wants to secretly sell it for you for... Well, that sounds great as a deal, but I don't... This is probably air damage or something. I don't know what electricity would be, since there's no actual electricity damage, but... Yeah, I don't want that. Sorry. We can afford it too. It's just... No, it doesn't work for us. We can't afford that, so let's do another event. Oh no, that would have been great level up for you. I would have taken that for sure. Half the price. If only. Sanctuary. What's this? A ceremony is gloomy as it should, just to make the adventurous life worse. I think we can get like a debuff or something. I haven't got any money, so a business trip would be okay to send someone away. Oh, we can do champions next round. Sanctuary, though, I think that might make the next group of dudes worse or something. So I'm kind of tempted to go for that. I'm gonna see what it is. I don't remember ever seeing this. Ah, we spend our stuff. We can only afford that one. These ones are too expensive. They get 15... What gets poison damage? That's not even really worth it. Bleeding, elemental weakness. For 52 weeks. What? Okay, that sounds pretty good. It's just that we don't... If it was demoralization or something, I would buy it in a heartbeat, but I don't think we need this. We don't need poison damage. Let it be. Let's take on some champions. Let's do this shiz. Oof, we got fucking Leonidas over here. Frontal damage, life above 35% damage deal increased by 50%. Deals 100% of the final damage to the monster position just behind the target. Life under 35% damage taken from attacks reduced by 50%. Okay. Then we got our fuck boy. Didn't mean to say that like that, but yeah. It's a boy who's also a fug. And then we got the healing afterwards and ice damage. Okay. Sounds good. Okay, so we need lots of armor at the start. You've got the highest amount somehow. And also the highest shared HP. You attack... Area ice. We all get attacked in the front. Alright, this is probably not going to go too well. Did we get lucky in this one? Damn it. No, we got the buffy one at the back again. Unfortunately. I'm going to keep going for this. This is currently just better than the pile of bones. I want the pile of bones at the end, but I keep getting it in the wrong time. Especially behind the spell, it would have been fantastic. Okay, so... Ice is area, so you... Yeah, it doesn't matter where you go. Just need the highest armor at the front. These are all terrible armor. Alright, this is going to be a rough one, I think, these champions. And then we got ourselves a rallying horn. No choice. Alright. This guy's got 170, 115, 230, okay. There goes one person. Okay, you at least have to go... Oh man, he's got a golden bar on him. I don't remember seeing that before. Do some nightmarish things to them. If you wouldn't mind. You're gonna give him some hyperfury. This is actually some really poor damage. Morale damage. We're doing more actual melee or like physical damage to them than we are anything else. Hypothermia, not very good. We're gonna, yeah, that one's gonna, yeah, kill both of them. And then the heal, well, whatever. Okay, so far not looking good, but, you know, that's only the first thing. This is gonna be great. I mean, that guy's down to half now. All of them are pretty close to being half anyway. That's pretty big. Better than that, yeah, let's do it. The fog is almost gone. He's gonna get one more attack in, unfortunately. No, is he? He's not. Get out of here, man. Fear of the Dead. Yep, let's do it. I think we're gonna be okay here. Champions, come on. Get out of here. Oh, he's almost gone. He's gonna kill the guy in the back. Scream at him in return. Our retaliation is to scream at this man. And some more impairments, and I think this person might just go when they get their own turn here. Maybe not quite. Yeah, close enough though. One more scream perhaps. There it is. See you later. Get yourself out of my dungeon, please. Oof. We get Infernal Guardian. Incineration jumps once to another hero if the target's fire resistance is negative. Oh, hits the center one. Crazy. And fire damage applies burn. Monsters killed come back to life as skeleton warriors. It's passive. Do you have to be alive for that to happen? Or 20% chance that monsters killed come back to life as skeleton warriors. You know what? I don't really want either of these, to be honest. Because they don't do any morale stuff. So let's do it. Let's take the Crystal Skull. And have it as a 20% chance passive in general. That should give us, on average, at least one per dungeon, right? We have a small amount of money. Let's do an event. Lucky me, nice. I got 300 bucks from that. Hell yeah, good choice. Upgraded traps I'm not too worried about. Let's do business trip. Maybe see if we can get some good out of this. I don't care about you, so I can send you away. And I do care about these other two. Actually, Duvious. Yeah, use Duvious, right? Get demons. No, I don't care about that. Let's take the money. Merchant workout. We actually have a lot of tiers right now. So hopefully we can buy something good for the tiers. Oh, we certainly can. Plus 10 speed. That's again, only him though, so it's not that great. 30 HP, I mean, I can buy all of them actually. 60 line, I can't be shit about that. I mean, I have loads of tiers, fuck it, we'll buy it. I'll get more. And it's another group adventure. Do we have any level ups yet, by the way? Because I never look at this. I do not. I have 0 levels, in fact. I have 2 level ups on the other save file, so I'm not quite sure how I got those. Let's take the toughest one again. Let's do it. Oof, level 4 over here. Wait, what? His class is Imajagan. The hell is that? Lots of air damage is what that is. Morale loss is reduced by 50%. There you go. Okay, we don't want him. Immune to the master spells and dodges the first trap, unfortunately. Okay, we got the rallying horn there. We're actually gonna have the pile of bones at the end, so that kind of works out. Okay, so we have lots of air resistance on you, so you need to go at the back for sure. That's not the back. Back. Then you're gonna go in the front, you're gonna go in the middle. Then we're gonna put the... Do we do the rallying horn, or do we actually just do this? I don't think I care as much about Enrage as I do about that. Plus it's a higher level, makes sense. Air resistance at the back, that's you. It's also fire though. I didn't think about that. There's actually 2 attacks that attack the back. But oh well, we'll probably be okay, right? You've got decent of both. How much health you got? 50. You have 70. I don't think it matters really. You might actually survive. Well, you will survive that attack. You'll die from the other one, but at least you take 2 attacks, I suppose. I think he probably would as well. But either way, and I guess you're the tank in the front. This is gonna be rough. And then we got the pile of bones finally. Sweet. 52 morale. Oh, it'd be great if it was right after the spell, because then we get terrified. But we'll see. Yeah. At least I get to do my stuff. This guy's not going to go away for a long time, though. Reduces morale damage taken by 50%. Well, there she goes. And then you're going to kill that guy as well. Yep. And then we can do 1 scream, and that's probably it. Oh yeah, we got the skeleton. Hey! Skeleton warrior. Is he going to survive? Yes, he will, because this guy's going to get attacked. What are his stats? Not very good. And also there's no... Fine, I'll do some bleeding. There's no morale damage there whatsoever, but he takes a shot. If he survives this one... Oh no, he doesn't. That's like the lowest eye resistance ever. She's gonna dodge this one. Yeah, this is gonna be a rough, actually. A rough. And also she's gonna dodge this terrified from the master spell right now. There's still a lot of demoralization on them though, so this will still be quite good on them. Yeah, definitely elimination. Now they double whatever they currently got in the ways of demoralization. This group wasn't that great either. Definitely impairment. This guy's gonna go soon. In fact, he went right there. Then we got Spectral Explosion. So yeah, we can sacrifice him to do a big old demoralization for a long time. Or we can just do minus 40 on him. I mean, they're already demoralized for an extra, like, 3 turns. Well, only... Yeah, no, it's not currently on her. Let's do it so that she also gets massive demoralization. And... somehow... Oh, I got another Skeleton Warrior again. My Hypothermia. This is going to be one where the boss has to do a lot of work, I think. There goes the Skeleton Warrior. And fire against my ice guy. Yeah, that's not going to work too well. The Pile of Bones, though. Double against him. Boom. She's gone, and he's on a very small amount. 8. Well, he's going to go right away when we get to this part. Whether it's from my attack or his own turn. I challenge you. Come at me! No? Fair enough. Alright, we made it. I didn't expect that to go so smooth. This is the one. Adds 2 stacks to the penalty of the most stacks to each hero, which basically means that even though he's not technically demoralization, if the highest stack on someone is demoralization, that actually will still do something. And 109 bucks. You know what? I'll grab him. I'm not going to put him in immediately. Take him out for the moment, but I do like him. We have actually got quite a bit of money, so merchant or engineer. Upgrading that trap that does it, like the bone pile, actually probably worth doing now. 45. It goes from 52 to 45, but I'm assuming that's just because it hasn't taken that into consideration yet. 68. Oh, it's 68 right now. I could upgrade it to so much more if I had the money. Why is it so? Oh, I can't upgrade it twice. That's why. And that one's just an extra. Oh, 2 groups. Okay, that was probably not worth it, to be honest. I shouldn't have done that one. Seminar. An outing amongst colleagues is always a joy. We are only not human. Yeah, I'll take that. I don't know what this is, but we can spend some resources. We can buy either one of these first 2 to get some bonuses. We either get 50 armor or resistance is increased by 20. Can't get that one. I like the resistances one, I think. And it's for 52 turns, so I'm guessing it's just forever, basically. Well, at least until this year is over, which of course you can only play a year in this demo. I haven't got many tiers or anything left, so let's do an event. You can buy Kogan for 500. He's asking you to provide him one of your warriors. Oh, right, I'm giving him Kogan, and I get 500 bucks for it. It's a lot of money, but I do use Kogan, so I kind of don't want to. I have some. It's weird because he's only level 1. He's not very good. His Scream of Terror is crap, but he's got a lot of health. He's one of my few tanks, and I do kind of need him for that. So I'm actually gonna say no for one. That was unexpected. 500 bucks. I mean, how could I possibly say no to that? We could recruit an Infertile Guardian. I don't want him anyway, so that's fine. I could have bought him immediately if I'd done the 500. Let's do another group of veterans. Yes. Ah, another one of these. That's unfortunate. Wow, is this the same group as just now? It is, isn't it? Okay. Both are quite good. I'm gonna go for the Bone Catapult. I don't care quite as much. Oh, fuck, no. That was a perfect opportunity because we just leveled up the Rallying Horn to level 3. That would have erased both of those ones. That actually would have been worth doing. My mistake there. Alright, Air and Fire at the back. Yeah, this is like the same. This is like the same setup we had last time, except I'm doing it slightly differently. Hope it works out somehow. Okay, so now we get the Bone Power, which is level 2. 68 morale. Pretty good. No Terrifying though. Although the Terrifying will come afterwards, but that's too late. You're going in the front. Air and Fire in the back then. Yep, even in the middle. Alright. I don't think I'm going to be able to do the entire year in this video as I was planning. I think I'm going to end it after this one. But you guys get the gist of it. Yeah, I think I should have gone for the Enraging, to be fair. But, oh well. We'll probably still be alright. Okay, that was pointless, because now you're able to kill him as well, I imagine. Oh, he's got 70% there. Oh yeah, I have a lot of resistances now. I forgot about that. Nightmare. It's a bloody nightmare. And Hypothermia. You are really the weak link at this point. I really ought to remove him for something else. Is he gonna survive this? Yes, wow. He could take 2 of those. He can't actually, but he almost could. You're definitely dead now. Alright, well, we did a decent... Oh, we got the warrior back. Luckily, he doesn't get to do anything. That's, yeah, not very helpful. That's gonna get rid of that guy for sure. Oh wait, that wasn't even the attack yet. That was just them coming here. Oh, almost gone already. Now let's terrify him as well. She's gonna dodge that though. Some cheeky intimidation. And whenever they get their turn, they're just gone immediately, I think. Yeah, I think they will actually. Oh no, she didn't actually have any, yeah, let's just do another kill myself attack. See you later. And... goodbye. No, you're not. Goodbye. There we go. So far, we've not once had to actually... Oh, we've not once had our slaveholder be attacked. We've gone into that room twice, I think, but we've never been attacked by anything. I'll take resistances. Pretty good in general. Right, so we are quite close to week 52, but I think I'm going to end it here. You guys get the gist of this game. I really, really like this kind of game. I know you're not supposed to give your opinion on the sponsor video because, you know, blah, blah, blah. But I'm telling you, this is fucking great. You guys can see for yourself. I mean, you can see that I'm enjoying this, obviously. I played it a decent bit now, just because I actually enjoy it. When the game comes out, I'll be streaming it for sure. On the main channel as well now, I think, because I originally was planning on doing a Let's Play on the second channel, but now that I've started streaming a lot, I think I'm just going to do this on the main channel as a stream, kind of play it for a little bit when it comes out, but it won't come out for a couple of months, so it's still a ways away. For now, though, as I said in the beginning, if you guys are interested in this game, you can find it in the description. For free, you can play the same demo that I'm currently playing myself. It's a ton of fun. They're updating it constantly as well. And again, when the game releases in a couple months, you can get the whole thing. It plays all different heroes and stuff as well. It'll be great. For now, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Until then, have a good day and goodbye.